Hey laser lovers, welcome back to Extra More Creations. Happy Friday. And what I want to show you here today is LaserPecker's LP5. This is a 20 watt fiber and diode laser. This was sent to me for review from LaserPecker, and I'm really looking forward to doing an unboxing, setting this up, and showing you guys all the cool features this amazing laser has. It is the world's smallest portable laser, as you can see. The handle on top there, and it doesn't have a huge workspace, but it's all about the power and the precision. You can get sliding bases and stuff like that so that you can double your workspace. This is the basic edition. We're gonna set it all up. We're gonna dive right into projects. I'm gonna show you engraving on all kinds of different materials with the fiber, and I'm gonna do some metal cutting. You can even do color engraving on wood. I'm going to get really familiar with this, and I'm going to take it to shows and stuff like that where it's the smallest, most portable. I have a jackery behind me so I can plug in the laser, my laptop, and be able to set up on a table with some materials and be able to get stuff done right there in front of the customers and not have to just worry about selling what I have on hand. So I'll be able to sell what I have on hand and be able to do projects, leaving the S1 here, and then this one will be able to go around with me. Super excited. Again, this is the LP5 from LaserPecker. It's a 20 watt diode and fiber, and absolutely amazing power and precision. You can get cameras and a bunch of other things added to this. This is the basic. There is a few other bundles above this, and within later on they will be sending me the rotary attachment and stuff like that. So we're going to go right ahead, we're going to unbox this, we're going to set it up, and we're going to get going. So thanks for tuning in to Extra More Creations, and let's get going here. It's well protected, so I'm going to have to make some room. Definitely want to put that aside. Probably some tools and some accessories here, and yeah, I'm going to bust this out. All right, so we've taken the booklet out and the little package here. I would imagine, again, that's probably tools or part of the assembly here. So I put that aside right there. And this looks like the base. This was all on the top. So once you take that all off from the top, and then you start uncovering the rest of your... So it looks like there's some venting. Not very big. So I'm going to have to do some... Probably go out the window for this one. We'll see. I know they have a little purifier and stuff like that, so then yeah, this is upside down right now, but there's your power adapter, another power cable there. This is probably this is the adapter for the air, and a few more boxes here. So I'm gonna make some room here, start pulling some boxes out here, see if I can't set this stuff on my bench here. All right, so I'm making some room and I'm starting to pull some things out of the box here. So now that I've gotten through pretty well the top layer, you can see here a little bit better what we're looking at. So I'm glad I got that. So we have a cutting plate. So you have like a base plate. This looks like a cutting plate. That's great. You have power cable. You have goggle case. So you're going to need some protective lenses. You don't want to be staring at that. We have power adapter. We have your venting. This is your cover here. That would hook up to that. Pulls out all the projects go on in there, so you can see, but they do have, I don't have that one, the basic, but there is a plate that moves to create bigger space, working space, but the actual laser and fiber and diode that goes on will be going on inside that contained space there. We have tools. There's the booklet. We're going to find out what's in there. There is another plate here, so this is like the main plate, I would imagine. And then here's the rest of it here. Here's the actual laser bar here to raise and lower. So that's going to be great. I'm going to go right ahead. Now that I've showed you guys all that, I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to put the actual laser up on the table, and we're going to take a look at that. All right, pretty basic toolkit. There's not really much to the assembly. It's pretty simple. This is the arm that raises and lowers a little bit there, and there's not much in the toolkit. Again, there's a few Allen keys, and there's the screws right here. So the screws will be going into the bottom. You're going to screw that in. Looks like there's a couple. That was one thing I meant to show you too. There was a USB cable that I had covered that I didn't. There's your USB plugs there. So that'll be some kind of connection there for you. So yeah, we're going to take these 4 screws right here, and we're going to place this arm on top, flip that over, screw that in, and then put the main module, the laser. It's well packaged. It was definitely well packaged. That's where most of the weight is. Obviously the base is very well made, seems like so far. And yeah, we're going to screw that together right now. All right, I got the first screw in. It's like I said, it's pretty simple. I just wanted to get that first one in, but looks like they even send you a spare. So it's the bigger Allen key. And all I did was I kind of tipped it up like that. You might want somebody to help you. And so then you just hold it there like that. You get your screws in. There's going to be 4 screws to hold this part in right there. You can get it started by hand. There's not a lot, that's for sure. You can spin it with that in and then really give it the tighten up here. I'm so bad for going crazy and torquing the hell out of stuff, so that should be fine there. So yeah, you're gonna go right ahead, put 4 screws in. Again, looks like they send a spare. And my heater just kicked on. It's not too bad. We had a white Christmas and it's been raining like crazy. Everything's all mud now. Alright, 1 more screw, and then we're going to be looking at, I would say, there's not much to it, but a booklet, pretty quick and easy. You gotta like that. Alright, tell me we're all done. It looks like you're supposed to move this down. But it's electric. So, don't have to move that down. So it's telling me now I can take the laser, and there's a big knob there, so I'm pulling out the laser right now. There she is, the big bad beauty. Drag to remove. This is fiber end diode. There's a bit going on there. LaserPecker, and look at that. So there you go. That's what we're going to screw into right now. It's pretty easy. I don't get a lot of room here. Just slide this underneath my tripod here. You know, maybe they got some kind of carrying case or something like that. Geez, that's got a little bit of play in it. See if I can't get that sucker. There we go. Now she's seated. Okay, and what I'm seeing there is that's how you can, I was thinking it would manually, but you don't want to be start shoving on that. So that looks like it's electronic. So I'll be able to raise and lower that electronically. And so there you go. Now we're into the next step here. And we're going to put the conical protective cover now. Alright, that's all done. Now I want you to install this. And you see this cord here. Yeah, you're going to want to pull that out. They have that tucked inside. That can't go in there. And it's pretty simple. Like, again, they make that so simple. I believe this pops out. So there's 2 screws inside of here. So there you go. That's in there. And we'll figure out which one that plugs into. There you go. It's starting to look like an awesome little LaserPecker. Alright, now it wants you to spin that around. And it wants you to plug in the vent here. So that's going to draw all your fumes out. And it's showing here in the booklet that this is your connection here, and we're going to get into some other connections look like. So now it's starting to get some plugs and get the USB and stuff like that. So we're going to get start busting out some plugs here, and then it's before using the project, check the security key. So that's going to be your security keys right there and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to be almost all done. Then I imagine we'll be getting into the app and stuff like that. So alright, cool. Let's start getting out some power supplies. Alright, in the USB box there's 2 USB cables. So this is the box that I missed on the showing there earlier. It's saying the different lengths here. You got one that's 0.6 meters, you got one that's 1.5 meters. So they might be sending you a couple depending. And then you have some L brackets. That'll help you lock your projects into place. and this some spins, so that would be to lock all those little holes and stuff like that. So that's great. So yeah, we're gonna figure out which USB we're gonna use, if not both of them. And then you got that one. You got your power adapter here. It's well packaged. Everything looks really nice so far right out the gate. I am really impressed with everything, LaserPecker. I'm very happy right now. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this tomorrow. So I'm gonna get it all unpacked and set up, and probably finish this tomorrow. And so there you have your power supply. And is that it in the box there? All right, there must be the other end of the power. So there's your power supply. Again, I'm losing a little bit of space here. We're gonna push that forward a bit here, and gonna get to the other end of this power cable here. Unboxing stuff. It's like Christmas here, and starting the New Year's at Christmas. So there's the other end of your power cable. I'm not too sure. Well, I'm curious and just run it off the jackery or what for now. But so there you go. That plugs all in. There's your power source, and that'll plug into the back right there. Go right ahead, get into the rest of it. Okay, so good thing I have a USB hub coming. You're gonna find out if I can run 2 lasers at once. I busted off the USB off of yeah. Anyway, I'm running out of USB. So the longer USB, which is good that it's longer, it's gonna go to the laptop. That one plugs up here, or your PC. Now the shorter one, what I'm reading now, as I see, is that actually goes from here to, and that's going to power your, to move the electric up and down. So that's a simple plug-in now. This one's for your vent, and then the one beside it here, I was going to get that tag off there and try to clean up stuff here as I go. So then now that's going to power. So there. We're getting there. We're almost all plugged in. By the back of it here, we look like we're pretty well all plugged in now. That's your little laser security key there. LaserPecker security key. And we're going to go through the little final checks and stuff like that. And again, I hope my laser hub comes to, or my USB hub comes tomorrow. All right, we're getting there. Perfect. All right, we're moving along pretty good here. I got the glasses out. Those look pretty cool on you. And getting the cutting plate out. I did see that one person forgot to put their cutting plate and left quite a mess there, quite an engraving there on their plate here. So there you go. That is a cutting plate. So that's pretty cool. Definitely gonna need that for all the cutting and stuff like that I'm gonna do. And so that'll go right there. So that's there. So those are like the last few boxes. I got the vent to hook up. I did plug it in. The vent came on automatically right away and was fairly loud. I don't want to have it on. I did lower it like an inch or two there. So that's all ready. We got the cutting plate. We got the glasses. Definitely need that hub. I'm gonna have to either move that laser if I don't get the hub tomorrow to give it a try and stuff like that. And and then if I want to hook up, get the program going and stuff like that. There's one last box here. Let's take a quick look what's in this. What do we got? Materials. And I wonder if they sent, that's great. The aluminum is supposed to be amazing. I've seen some really awesome stuff on the aluminum here, the ionized aluminum. So that's a bigger thin sheet. So actually that's pretty cool. I'll be able to cut through that, no problem. And then a small sheet of birch, and another sheet there. That's a little bit thicker there actually. So maybe do some engraving on those, large engraving where you can do some cool pictures, some really awesome stuff. Don't want to lose that, get all scratched up. And then we're gonna go right ahead, and do a bigger cut onto that. So that's cool. Find some materials here. And what else do we got in there? Keychain, some more wood. I was hoping I'd get one of those. Really want to do these. That's the fiber right there. So I'm going to get them off Amazon. brass coins, stuff like that. You'll be able to do like some crazy embossing, like 3D awesome leather and stuff like that. I got some leather, but that's some different leather, so that'll be nice. Gonna be able to make a new hat. Oh, another coin too, so that's great. I was supposed to maybe get some other stuff to do some metal engraving, but it doesn't look like it's made it, but that's not a big deal. So that's what's in that box. I'm gonna go right ahead, I'm gonna put that back. All right, that pretty much wraps it up for tonight. It's getting late. I'm gonna call it a night for now. But so tomorrow I'll jump back in, I'll finish up, I'll set up the app and stuff like that. Whatever else I was messing around with this is great so that you can move these along and then you can tighten your stuff up there. Looks like there's another plate in here. This is really stretchy. I was super impressed with that. So that's awesome. So I might be able to just blast it right out the window right there. I need to redo that little setup there anyway. I have my other one running up and out, but I've kind of closed this all off now. So my window, and if I don't use it all the time, I'll be able to like kind of close it or whatever. So one way to quick vent it out the window. And yeah, it looks like it's going to draw really good and stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned for some more LaserPecker action. And yeah, this is going to be really fun. All right, I got some of my goodies today, and I just finished downloading. I figured out if I use my phone as a hotspot, I can get way faster. Just downloaded this program and went to their website, and you can go right ahead and pick if you have Windows or if you have Apple or Android. And I got this cool keyboard, mouse, got to get a new mouse pad, got my hub, and yeah, and I got these. So, so now I've just downloaded the program. We're gonna go right ahead and we're gonna select the LP5. That's finished, and it's gonna tell us thank you, welcome, confirm. I'm just gonna take a quick look, see what happens here. Christmas creations, I believe that's all good. Do not remind me again. We don't need to see that. So there you go. Driver not found. Install now. All right, so I unplugged the vent, but you still hear the laser, the unit's still going. So I don't think that, so I'm gonna show you how I figured out how to edit my image. So I think I'm gonna go right ahead. I'm gonna plug the vent back in here. So when I'm ready to get my project going, then I'll just power the whole thing back up. So okay, that's all. So now I'm starting to get this figured out fairly easy. So now we have my logo. It already goes ahead and turns to black and white for you because it's going to engrave it for your or whatever. So messing around here, you can go right ahead. You can click on it, and you can go right here in the effect, and then we're going to go right ahead and we're going to invert that. Now this is a better way for me to get my image to watch, and I'll show you why and stuff like that. So then again, I'm going to edit it again. So now we've done that. So then we're going to edit it. And we're going to grab that magic eraser. We're going to get rid of the black. And then you know what? It usually the white doesn't matter on the X tool. I wouldn't imagine for most, but you can see there we've gone ahead and we've eliminated the whole thing. Go ahead and click OK. That finishes it. So then you have my modified logo here. That looks amazing. I think I could cut that out. That would look cool. I'm not sure how it would hold shape and all that. I've cut it out before out of wood and stuff like that. There's a few, it looks amazing. There's a few flaws, but this is going to be amazing for an engrave. Probably do a comparison like maybe on a metal business card with the fiber versus the diode and stuff like that. So you can see there as I move it up and down here, but it doesn't give me a crosshair. So I don't know if I'm not getting it quite perfect enough or it just doesn't. There's a way to get it, but we'll position that. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll get something like a business card out or something like that, something quick and easy, and then blast that on where I have some to compare to and stuff like that. I want to try the fiber. It's going to be amazing. And so yeah, that's pretty simple there. I'm going to have to do a little bit more figuring out here, engraving layer, normal layer, and stuff like that. So as there's a lot to this as it's a diode and fiber, so I need to figure out, obviously, can't be firing them both at once, and I don't imagine you will. So there's got to be a way, maybe the normal layer. We're going to figure this out. So we're going to get the basics, and hopefully we can get a test go here. All right. So the LP5 is up and running. I just clicked preview, so I wanted to see what would happen there. And there you have, it's showing you the grid here. So the square is your working area. Um, to focus the material that you're working on, I believe now is the time that you have to bring this up and down to focus the 2 points. So I think once you you press down, press it, and it starts lowering. I don't really have this vented quite right, so all right. Think I got everything ready to go right now. So as I was showing you there, so if we got the birch in, I'll do some metal business cards after I vent that out. So tomorrow. I don't mind a little bit of wood smell. I think it'll go well. I was gonna open the window, but it's pretty cold and I don't want to have to reset up my window. So I've gone ahead, the center point shows up there, the white on the red dot there. We've gone ahead, we focused that. If you do click next, it'll show you, I messed around with some. So double check your settings, slab mode. So I got that on slab, yes. One pass, power, depth 20. I don't know, how much power I'm gonna need. I would imagine it ain't gonna be too much. I was trying to mess with the settings here. I can see here, you got your fill, you got your picture, you got your line. Um, the line's 100% power now. I wonder if I should take that down some or not. Some of these, I gotta mess some of these. I'm just not used to these settings here. But let's just say we take the power down to, well, you want the lines to be good, right? I don't know. Take it down to 50 for now. Have everything else so low. I don't want something to be crazy power compared to whatever. I'm not sure. Um, We're gonna get used to this. So, and it goes to laser engraving. We press confirm. Let's just see what happens. Is it gonna burn? We're gonna go. Its image is, I think it's going. I think we're cooking. And I should probably put my glasses on just in case. Now, I don't know if I put enough power on that or not, but now. All right, we're coming on to the end now. And I must say, this is insane. This is amazing. It's so cool to watch. I've seen some fibers going down, and I must say it's really cool to have one. This is in the backside of the burst that I don't usually burn on. And you can see it's finishing up there, just whipping that across there. Man, that's some good settings right out the gate. Total time here, it was pretty quick. I don't know if I set the speed or not, but and it looks like we're all done. All right, I'm going to go right ahead and I'm going to erase this now. One thing nice is that it was holding it still. Let me go ahead and stop that right there. And let's see. I could have went some more power, but hey, look at that. That looks amazing. And again, this is normally I would burn on this other side like that. So there you have an image that was done with my diode. And
So then you have fiber on this side, and I definitely could have come onto that with some more power. I just didn't want to blow stuff away. So yeah, that was a really good test. I'm super happy with that. And all right, I got the cover off, and the test went great. I just did a second one, and I moved that aside. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna leave the same settings, and you know what? I'm just realizing how amazing and easy this laser is. So still got to find my third little dial there. So you can do this a couple different ways. What you're seeing there is I have it focused, so I brought that all the way. It's going to want you to bring it all the way down. That's pretty much focusing your laser. It's pretty much bringing that so that it touches with the electric stand. So you bring that all the way down, and I've used what they supplied here to center to kind of secure the business card, square it up. So now if you go back here to the screen, and you press rectangle here or rec, and then there's a center point. So when you click on the center point, you get the dot there, the white dot, and then so the red dot, now there's one red dot, so that's your laser in focus. The white dot is your center point, and you click back rectangle, and that's going to show you there the size of the image, the grid that you're going to be working with. So I've sized that up. I like that. It looks pretty damn good. That looks pretty well, perfectly center almost, and I know there'll be a way. I'm too excited. So now we got that all figured out. I'm gonna probably put the cover back on until I get this all vented out. If not, we'll do it quick. It looks freaking amazing, man. I've got the same settings as I did on the wood. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna try it. Let's see what it says here. Please install protective cover. All right, see, it's that smart. It's that smart, eh? I like that. So, and look at that, it just sucks itself back on there. So, okay. All right, cover's back on. I'm not going to put that mode on just yet. Don't really want the metal smell. I've done really well with keeping all my smells out of the room. So I can already still smell the burning wood in here for now. So I'm going to definitely get this all vented out properly tomorrow. So then this is all good. We're ready to engrave. I'm going to go right ahead. I'm going to do this. And I'm super excited here. Let's go right ahead. We're going to check it out with the lights on and off. And it's going to cook it on. Oh, I've got to get my glasses back on, even though I think that's a protective cover. But I'm going to double reassure myself here. And it's moving real quick there, especially on a little business card like that. My business card time was like 6 minutes. Um, Look at that. You can actually see the beam. It's so amazing. You see it doing its thing here back and forth. Me with the glasses on, I'm having a hard time seeing that right now. And on the black business card, I hope I'm getting it. It looks like we're getting some detail in there. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Man, she's cooking that along there. We got the right angle here now. Man, this is so amazing. We're talking shaving like 5 minutes off shaving like 5 minutes off, and then probably, so I think that's all done. So I should be able to just kind of pull that off now, and wow, that is friggin' amazing. I've had some awesome, and we'll see what it's like for wiping off and stuff like that. So look how fast that was. We're talking 5 minutes faster, and definitely some amazing quality there for just throwing it down and home with the same settings that I had on the birch. All right, I just finished wiping that down, and so there's a little bit too much power there. This is a powerful machine, and I would like to go a little bit bigger. Usually I get a little bit more detail on the waves and stuff like that, so I'm gonna slack that power probably about 10-20%, and we're gonna flip that around. We're gonna try that on the backside, and we're gonna enlarge it. All right, I've gone ahead and cropped my image, so that was giving me all the, so that's why there was such a space there. So now I've cropped the image, I got it super tight, and you can see here in the preview, just take that off of the sound, and now I got it. So now what it's showing is the actual work area of the image. So we've got that at 52 millimeters, and that's pretty well perfect there now. So we got that right where we want her, and I've backed off on the power. about 10%. So what I've done here is I go to exit preview, and then I've taken that down to 30%, stuff like that. So we're gonna see if that's gonna be any better. And we got, see there, one pass, 30, 30. The cover's on, and it goes pretty quick here. So now we press OK. It sends the information over, and we're gonna put the safety glasses on, and it's gonna start doing its thing. It doesn't mess around really at all. I'm absolutely loving this laser. I've seen people say that they couldn't get the business cards to work on fiber, but look how fast it goes on fiber here. This is poking them on. Quick wipe after this, and yeah, you're gonna have business card done off here in no time. So I'm loving it. It's an absolutely amazing quality and some pinpoint precision here. It's once that's all done, you can go ahead and raise this up. Definitely got to finish my venting. Man, just cooking it. It's so amazing to watch. And it's done. There, see there? See, I've taken off a little bit of the power and the detail in my waves and my lighthouse is there. See that? I wonder, and now a little bit of a wipe down, and that should look amazing. All right, that's all wiped down, and I could definitely still come down a little bit on the power. I would get a little bit more detail of my logo. I was thinking 20% power. Again, this is a lot of power in that fiber, so you have the smaller on this side with a little bit too much power and bigger here. I actually remembered I gave away all my cards to the shows and stuff like that. I should have an older diode one done around here, maybe on the ground somewhere when I find that dial. So, but yeah, super impressed. Whip that right off. So, got this knife I'm gonna try. Should almost throw it down right now and just do it, but it's getting late again as always. So, hope you really enjoyed this video, and
All right, well, that was a lot of fun getting started and figuring out this LaserPecker LP5. I'm having a lot of fun. My right out the gate review is it's an amazing machine. It's very easy to use. It's close to similar to Xtool with their own program and stuff like that. Very easy to use. It's very powerful and a lot of precision, and it was very easy to set up. I'm up and running in no time here, blasting projects off. And tomorrow when I get it all vented and stuff like that, I'm gonna do some cutting. They sent me some metal and stuff like that, some other metal, and I think there's even a thicker sheet in there and stuff like that. So I'm not sure how thick metal we can do and stuff like that. I can even cut some of these business cards. We're going to dive into a lot of materials. I'm going to take full advantage of this LaserPecker. And one thing I meant to say is I'm running off of my Jackery. It was telling me I need to charge it up, and I meant to look how much it was going there when she was going full tilt, how much power it was. So then if I take it to shows and stuff like that, no problem to run. Hopefully I can run my laptop and everything off the Jackery. That's an Explorer 1000. I was going to potentially get the 1500 or the 2000. That one's lighter. I got the solar panels and stuff like that. So that's a cool little thing. I will check to see, you know what I mean? It's all grab and go stuff, not too much. You can grab your laptop and go. You can grab that and the Jackery and a table, some materials, and then you're just smashing stuff right off in front of the customers. that's what I plan on doing. I have a pendant here that I would like to kind of do the same kind of embossing and engraving on these coins and stuff like that. The sky's the limit around here. So as always, thanks for tuning in to Extra More Creations. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and stay creative, and keep those lasers focused.